Hey everyone, and welcome back to Stamp with Anna. And today we're going to make this fun little ice cream cone card. And this is made using the ice cream corner suite that's in the current mini catalog, the January to June catalog. The good news is that this is going to be carrying over into the annual catalog. The bad news is I'm pretty sure the bundled savings goes away. So if you buy it now, while it's available as a bundle, you get 10% off of the stamp set and the punch combination. So here is the stamp set, and again, it's called the Sweet Ice Cream, and it has some great sentiments. Happy birthday, thank you, treat yourself, you melt my heart, you're cool, hope it's sweet, with sprinkles on top, and it has a coordinating punch, which is called the ice cream cone builder punch, and it will punch out your scoop of ice cream and your cone. It's part of a suite, and the other items in the suite are these ice cream corner sprinkles, which is what I've used to make sprinkles on the top, my top ice cream scoop. And it also has this gorgeous ribbon. This is in Blackberry Bliss, and it's a striped ribbon. It's like an organdy ribbon. It's really, really pretty. And it also has some designer series paper. And here it is. It's got lots of great colors to it. I have 2 packs here because I had a class and I needed to order 2 packs. So you can see you have ice cream, you have polka dots and stripes and cones and this check that you can just punch cones out of, and then you have these popsicles. It's really a fun set, and the colors are so vibrant. So this is what we're gonna make today, and it's really not that hard. Let me just find my notes with my dimensions on it. So our base is Blackberry Bliss, which is a 5.5 by 7, and I scored it at 4 1/4, so that it's going to make, it's going to come over like a little more than halfway through. So that's the first thing we have. Then we have some petal pink, and I have 2 pieces of petal pink. One is cut at 4 1/8 by 5 3/8, and that's going to go right there. And you know what, while I'm here, I'm just going to attach that because I'm not doing any stamping on that. So I have my stamping seal, and this is a tiny little border. And then I have another piece that is 5 1/8 by 2 5/8, and I'm going to put that on my front cover. And all these dimensions will be on my blog as well as in the description below. All right, and then we have some basic white. I have the smaller basic white, which is cut 2 1/2 by 5 1/4, and that's going to go on my front. And again, a small little border. And then I have a larger piece of the white, and this is cut at 4 by 5 1/4. But before I put this down into my card, I want to do my stamping. I'm going to get that stamped before I put it in. Because if I should happen to mess up on my stamping, I can turn it over, but if it's already attached, then I have a mess. So what I'm going to do with my Blackberry Bliss, I'm going to ink up the stamp that says Happy Birthday. I think I need to re-ink my Blackberry Bliss. It's giving me a little problem these days. And I'm going to turn my paper landscape-wise, horizontal, and I'm going to just stamp this right down on the bottom corner here. Okay, so happy birthday. Now I'm going to take the sentiment that says with sprinkles on top. Now I want to put that on the inside of my card. It is kind of a long sentiment. Let me just remount this. Fell off my block. And I see, here it is right here with sprinkles on top. And when I close this, I don't want that to be seen. So when I stamp it, I do have to come pretty much over, way over to the left side. So now I'm going to turn my paper portrait style. And again, I have to fix this. Here we go. And I'm going to come right about to the end right there. And fortunately, it is photopolymer, so I can see exactly what I'm doing. Okay, there it is with sprinkles on top. Now the inside is all stamped, and that's all I need my Blackberry Bliss for. So now I'm going to attach that to the inside of my card, again with a little bit of Stamp and Seal. And it goes, and again, it's a small border. Okay. Now I have a piece of designer series paper, and I used the sprinkles one because it says with sprinkles on top. And I want to attach that right here. That is cut at 2 1/4 by 5. And I'm going to attach a piece of that beautiful ribbon. And I'm going to do that now, before I finish putting my ice cream cone together, just so that all I have to do is stamp and attach my ice cream cone, and everything else will be all done. So I'm just going to make a quick little knot here. Okay, I'm going to trim my tails. Isn't that a beautiful ribbon? And now I'm going to attach this. Look at how pretty the back side of that paper is. I'm going to attach this to my card. And this border is a little wider than the others. Okay, so there's that. The card's pretty in and of itself right here, but now we're going to jazz it up a little, and we're going to make our ice cream. So for this, truly, I used a bunch of scraps, and I've already done some of my stamping, but I did want to show you at least one cone. So here is, again, Pierce mat is a must because we're using photopolymer stamps, and we want to make sure we get a nice clear image. So with my crumb cake, I'm going to take the little cone ice cream, the cone stamp, and I'm going to just straight down, straight up. Then there is this little kind of hashtag image, and I'm going to ink that up in soft suede, and I'm going to drop that on the inside of my cone. Okay, that just gives a little more definition. And I'm going to punch that out with my cone builder stamp. I'm going to just turn my punch over so that I can see exactly where I'm punching. And because I'm using scraps, I might have to just adjust the corners of my scrap. Okay, and truly it's a great way to make use of all your scraps, because we know we all have those, right? So there it is, nice and even in my view, and I'm going to punch that out, and there's my cone. Now I have to make my ice cream, and I've already done 2 of them. This one is in Petal Pink, and this one is in So Saffron. So now I'm going to do the one that is in Old Olive, and that is my pistachio ice cream, because that is my absolute favorite. So here I'm going to ink up my ice cream cone and drop it right down on my Old Olive. And again, I'm going to bring in my punch and line that up and give it a punch. So now all we have to do is build our ice cream cone. So what I'm going to do is, here's my cone, And I'm going to put my vanilla, which is my So Saffron, on the bottom. So I put a little bit of Stampin' Seal right over there and drop that in. Then the next one I'm going to do is my pistachio, which is Old Olive. And I'm going to attach that right there. I'm going to show a little bit of my vanilla. And then I'm going to do the same thing with my Petal Pink and drop that there. Now I do want this to stand up, so what I'm going to do is, with some Stampin' Dimensionals, attach Stampin' Dimensional. Now I'm going to take the backs off. Going to attach that right there. Now that's adorable in and of itself, but we're going to do one more thing. I'm going to bring in my silicone pad, my silicone mat. It is. And I'm going to just add a little bit of liquid glue. Now I'm going to bring in those little sprinkles. And this is how I'm going to attach them. I'm going to just lift it up with my pokey tool. What's it called? You pick it? Pick up tool. And I'm going to just drop that right there. Okay? And I'm going to do purple posy one. A bright yellow one. I think this is Daffodil Delight. One there. These are little foam sprinkles. And I think I just did 2 of each color. And you can see it really doesn't take a whole lot of liquid glue to apply them. And do another one right there. Oh, get down there. And there we go. Isn't that adorable? And so quick and easy. So here's the card. Happy birthday with sprinkles on top. And you have sprinkles on your cone and sprinkles all over the back of your paper. If you have any questions at all about this project or any of the products I used, please contact me through my blog, www.stampwithanna.blogspot.com. And if you do not currently have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator with whom you work, certainly let me know, and I'll be glad to get you out a catalog in the mail. And while you're here, if you enjoyed this project, I'd love it if you'd give my video a thumbs up and if you would subscribe to my channel so you can be notified when I post new videos. Thanks so much, and I'll catch you back here later for another card.